Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. We're doing a reading. How are you? I'm sorry for the first, we did this is our second run. Hopefully this time around there is audio. Okay, so let's begin over here. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, this is a series for the moon signs. We've done the first part, brief introduction of the moon. You need to watch that before you start watching this. You have the part two, which we started the moon through different houses. That is the first, second, and third house. We are in the series 3 of the moon series. We're gonna be discussing today 4, 5, 6. Okay, fourth house, fifth house, and sixth house. Okay. So I'm just gonna put here in the chat room. Okay, hi everybody. I think there is audio now. To get your chart, I'll put it here. Let's wait for people to trickle in, just like the rain with Mariah. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So before we start, if you have purchased anything in Eat Read Love, okay, especially if it's a chart, because we're doing this is the chart, this is the Astronova, and you haven't gotten any response from us, we are always sending out emails. It might go to your spam, and you can also reach us at contact support. Now, please be patient because we are a very small business. Okay, we're a small business. So we won't be able to respond to you just like Amazon. Okay, we are basically in the jungle also. Okay, so we appreciate your patience. It does take time for us to respond. Imagine being on a credit card on hold. You would be on hold probably for like 15-20 minutes, and that's a corporation. That's a big corporation. Our turnaround for response in contact support is ideally between 2 days if we're not getting a lot of, how to call this, like inquiries, because there's a lot of inquiries for different things. And then there's going to be probably the most is 4 days for us to respond. So I do appreciate your patience. We are a very, very small business. This is my own business. Mind your own business, Sal. Yeah, so thank you very much. Okay, not yet a conglomerate of business. Okay, so thank you. If you need to follow up and you haven't heard, which we always try to send it out, the form that you need, you can reach us here. It does take time for us to reply. Thank you. Okay, so let's see here. So, okay, so everybody is here. So this is the, I write it here and I didn't turn on the camera too. Sorry, let me write it again. And my mind is a little loopy today. Okay, so I know the camera too is not on. So like what I was saying, contact support, guys. Here we go. Contact support at Sal. Okay, for any follow-ups. .com. Okay, so this is where you can reach out to us. And thank you very much again for the patience. Okay, here we go. And if you're impatient, I wish you well. Because without patience, everything is just gonna be a problem in our life, which I always say 99% of our problem can be solved with just being patient. We're waiting for success, waiting for marriage, waiting for a promotion, waiting for a pay raise, waiting for a business to grow. It's all about waiting. Waiting for a response. So if you're impatient, then chances are success in life will be very difficult because we only get the response when it is already time. So nothing is really on delay. This is what I when I coach, nothing is really on delay. It may take 2 months, 3 months for certain things to arrive in your life, but that's the perfect time for it. But we are created in an instant community where instant noodles, fast food, a fast fashion, where we just want it now. And I'm not gonna wait. So Saturn rules the letter P, which is also involving patience. So I don't resonate much with people who are not patient. Thank you. Because it took me a lot of patience to be here. No, this is when I coach. Okay. So it's about patience. But we're not here to discuss about Saturn. We're only here, we're discussing here for the moon. But I'm just waiting for everybody to trickle in and just give a brief hi to everybody. Hi to, oh, there's, we have a roll call here from Vancouver, Nepal. We have some visitors. I love it. What time is it in Nepal then? What time is it there? We have lovely creations from Nepal also. No, I mean like lovely creations because I have a friend from Nepal. A lot actually, especially in New York. I have a lot of friends there. Creation meaning there are some I have some contacts, like someone makes candles for me who's from Nepal. Okay, 12:21 a.m. Oh, all right. So if we're all set now. Oh, Indonesia. Okay. Hi to people from Indonesia. What else? Where else are you guys from? And then once I feel like once everybody's warmed up in the class, let me just explain also how it works. I will discuss first the houses. Oh, from Qatar. Oh, hello to Philippines. Matulog na. Anong oras dyan? Puyat-puyatan na naman. So, I'm just telling the one from Philippines to sleep already. It's late. So, oh, hello to Jordan. Okay, to also be I would be Belgium. Oh, wow, Belgium. Okay. I love your chocolate. I love your chocolate. Isn't it? You guys have good chocolate. Egypt. I love the pyramids, but not the scam. The pyramids. Okay. Hello. Okay. Alaska. I love the snow. What else? The people are here. Canada. I don't eat bacon, but I would take your maple syrup, Canada. You're welcome. Okay. So all right, so are we ready? Okay, so we're all ready. Philippines, working? Saan ka tatrabaho? Ananding. Gabi na. Your dad is from Belgium. Okay, NYC, I love the subway. Not. Okay. Oh, good beer too. Oh, Belgian beer is good also. So what else? Okay, so everybody has been greeted. You wanna... delicious chocolate and waffles. Yes, yes. Do you have that in Belgium? The dollar waffle? I think that's more of a Switzerland. Singapore. I love to shop in Singapore. I love the Merlion part. Yeah, the Merlion. Yes, I love that in Singapore. So we'll just do this. Crepes. Okay, yes. So anybody else who wants me to give them some hi before I start? I'm keep getting okay. This screen is there we go. So I need to move, I think, here. Okay. Southern California. I love your sage. I think sage. We get sages from Southern California. Copenhagen, Denmark. What do we love from Denmark? Your peace. I believe that you are one of the most peaceful countries. And milk, I think. Milk is in Denmark, right? Okay. What else? Hong Kong. I love your cuisine, your buns. Okay. I love Jackie Chan. Hong Kong. Look at me being dumb over here. Okay. Because I know Jackie Chan is from Hong Kong. He makes a lot of film there when I was growing up. Oh, it's always in Hong Kong setting. All right, so we're ready since we are Netherlands. Okay, love people from Netherlands also. Very unique. Minneapolis, New York, Florida. I love the orange in Florida. Okay. So I've never been to Minneapolis. Health insurance in Zoom. Oh, so you're in health insurance. Okay. So anyhow, I think we can hello to people from Montenegro, Colorado. I went to Colorado. It's the Garden of the Gods. I think it's called Garden of the Gods. It's coming from New Mexico. It's going up before Denver. I think it's called Garden of the Gods. It was very nice. I forgot what. Kuya Sal, Bibisita. dito sa atin Pinas. Oh, yeah, we'll visit soon. London. I love the people from London, especially the Queen. I will visit the Queen at someday. Okay. So, okay. So, roll call is done. We've been wasting 10 minutes of our life. El Paso, Texas. I've been to El Paso also. Very nice. It's a different, very different when I went there. I went there probably like maybe 10 years ago in El Paso. I was coming from New Mexico, from Carlsbad, Sri Lanka. Okay. Where else? Iran. Wow, I can be seen in Iran also. That is very nice. Jamaica. I didn't know that YouTube is worldwide. I thought YouTube is only here in California. I'm kidding. Okay. So there's a lot of people watching from everywhere and anywhere. So let's begin, guys. Okay. So the way that I would discuss this Q&A. Okay. If you have any questions related through the moon, we'll be discussing it. I'll be looking here in the chat room after I discuss 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4th house, 5th house, and 6th house. For everybody who wants to get your chart, I already uploaded a link down there in the comments and also in the chat room. If you've already gotten, this is wonderful from us. Okay, so the moon we're discussing today. 4, 5, 6 houses. So moon in the 4th house. Moon in the 4th house. Anybody who has moon in the 4th house? All right. Moon in the 4th house. If the moon is in the 4th house, the native will be endowed with relatives. Paraphernalia and conveyances, meaning cars, because 4th house is 4th house is the conveyances, real estate, properties, and home. So if you have this in your chart, if your moon is placed there, it would show that you have conveyances, meaning cars. Be charitable, fond of traveling by water. So these are people probably who likes to go on a yacht or on a cruise line. This is where you will find them, and will neither be very happy nor be miserable. So they're basically in between happy and they're not gonna be extreme. Basically, they can be very mellow then. So maybe this is a little bit of a Mariah, nonchalant, because not miserable and not very happy. So they're like that. Good academic success with amenities like house, land, conveyances, good brothers, but trouble to many relatives and wide circle. So this can bring issues with regards to family, relatives. With the brothers, this is just showing that you may have a lot of friends. So brothers can be bloodline brothers and also friends if you have moon in the 4th house. Now, it doesn't mean you don't have this in the 4th house, you won't have friends. Okay, so this is what it's showing here. And good academic success. So these people can be in a very prestigious school, prestigious university. Because the academic success can also mean that you're able to accomplish a degree, bachelor's, master's, or some specialty. How to say this? Not specialty. What do you call it? After you finish your degree, you get those MBA. Those are indication of academic success. You can also get rewards from your academia, your school. You may be a dean's lister, list a dean's, in the list of the dean. So this can be you. And traveling, of course, considering that moon is connected to water and 4th house is conveyance, then you may like to travel by water, by boat. So if there's anyone who is whose moon in the 4th house, you can also put it there. And then other houses will go for different days for that. Okay, so moon in the 4th house. And please also remember that natural 4th house is Cancer. So this is very significant for, especially for Aries Ascendant, is going to be very significant. Because it rules, it's in its own home. If it's Aries Ascendant and then you have Moon in the 4th house and Moon is in its own home, it will give you 50% of a garnering average score overall impact. No, it's not. 50% of what it can give. So you may have a car with no engine because it's 50%. No, it's not. Okay. A car with no horn or wiper, just windshield. No, it's not. Well, meaning 50%. You will have a car, but not the extreme wealth of car. Venus in the 4th, then you're asking for bougie car. Jupiter is actually luxury. Venus is the car itself. Okay, so let's go to the 5th house. If Moon is sitting in the 5th house, should the Moon be in the 5th house, the native will be timid in disposition, will accumulate learning, clothes, and food, will have many sons and friends, be scholar, and be passionate. Many daughters, shrewd, defective education, good and handsome wife. So you attract a good looking partner because 5th house is dating and romance. And remember, the Moon attracts. So where you put the Moon, it really takes how to call it, hypnotizes, the other. Okay, so if it's in the 5th house, it's dating, then you attract this person. They don't get hypnotized. You're just so attractive basically that they get you get people to like you and then basically date you and wife you. So 5th house is the progeny house also. This is the creation part. That's why you may have a lot of sons, meaning sons and daughters. So it's not specific to the genitalia. So having Moon in the 5th house can give you a very timid position, meaning you don't have such up and down with regards to your emotions. Now, accumulate learning because a 5th house is also the house of creativity. So you're probably a very artistic individual and you find inspiration through the Moon, through your feelings, through your emotion. So this is something that is good here. You can also be fond of food and fashion. Now, because you will have this whole, how do you say that, eccentric taste with regards to your clothes. So you won't be just wearing the basics. You will love colors. You will, you basically a non-conformist with regards to fashion. And what else that we can see here? Be passionate because 5th house, like what I explained, this is the house of creation. This is where we feel very, very happy. And the passion that you have when you're here, when you have Moon in the 5th house, you can definitely put that energy to create lovely, lovely arts. Of course, you will have many daughters, especially if you are a Moon 5th house on a Moon Dasha and a Moon Antardasha, then progeny can be seen from this. It would be the time where you date and then you get pregnant. So be careful if this is something that you don't want right now. It also shows here that you have a good, good and handsome person to be in a couple with. So, because the 5th house is dating, this is where we fall in love. So, people who have this chart easily, they find partner without looking at other parts of the chart. Of course, we're just looking at one planet. Okay, see, this is Moon in the 5th house. Anybody who's Moon in the 5th house, oh, you have single at 31. But remember, we have different aspects. And if you have Moon in the 5th house or Moon in the 4th, Moon in the 6th, you always have to check your Bhava Chalit. Because if it's not showing in the 5th, meaning you're not experiencing anything in the 5th, you may be experiencing it in the 4th, or in the 6th house. It may move, especially if it's a latter degree or earlier degree. So you have to look at the Bhava Chalit. It's another chart that is only about the houses. So it's very, very important. Like when you're seeing, it's like, how come it's not manifesting in that house? Well, chances are, when you look at it closely, it probably have moved to the 5th or to the 4th or one house up or down. Okay. So that's the Moon in the 5th house. And then we'll have Moon in the 6th, and then we'll go to our Q&A. And for anybody who wants to know about their chart, I put it already in the chat room and also in the comments below. And if you guys are wondering about my shirt, hello. It doesn't mean I'm Capricorn. We have an apparel line. Thank you. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. Moon in the 6th house. Now, Moon in the 6th house, if you have this, the native will suffer stomach diseases. If it be the weak moon, he will be short-lived. We're not predicting death, but short-lived. Short-lived for astrology is below 80. Okay? So, that's still a long life. Long life starts after 80. So, weakness towards women. Soft body. Sexually weak. Poverty. Secret enemies. And weak stomach. Now, this, of course, you have to look at the dignity of the moon also in the Navamsha. So don't feel like, oh my God, I'm doomed. Yes, you're not. Okay? Because we still have to see the strength. Because what if the moon is in a good place in the Navamsha? So we have to check that out. But if it's in the Rashi, because this is in the Rashi in the D1, in your birth chart, this is showing that you may have issues with the stomach. And I've seen this countless times. Multiple people, when it's placed in the 6th house, it does bring issues with the stomach. Plus remember, 6th house is a Dustana house. Okay? So it's, it gradually improves through time. But, natural 6th house is also Virgo, which is the stomach. And it brings issues here. This is the house of deaths and illness. Normally, what we want in the 6th house is a malefic planet. Malefic meaning more masculine. And moon is very soft. So you put a soft planet in a very challenging house because it's illness, enemies, then easily the moon can be destroyed. And the moon is nurturing. So if you have a weak stomach, then you would have, probably issues, in digestive, how do you call it, when you eat. And I've seen this. So, anybody, yeah, okay. Stomach, okay? So anybody who has this. So, but again, of course, like especially if you have Scorpio here, if you have a Gemini ascendant and then moon is debilitated in Scorpio, then it will bring you some issues with the belly. And if, for example, if there is also a planet sitting here together with moon, let's just say another malefic planet, then it would have issues with the stomach even further. Now, of course, you're gonna ask me what are the ways that you can remedy if you have these issues in the stomach. One, of course, I'm not a doctor, right? But with what we practice is Ayurveda. I would, it starts with drinking water, because moon is water. It starts with how you drink your water, how much you drink. And for me, I drink my water in a copper, how to say this? I don't have this placement, but in a copper vessel. So that way it removes the toxins. And then because copper has its natural way of cleansing, so of removing the toxins. Now, also, like what I mentioned in the second part of Moon series, alkaline water is what I would drink. Now, with regards to what you will eat, of course, I don't know your body type with regards to Ayurvedic, studies, but there are different body type, right? I'm not sure if you can have sattvic, tamasic, but of course it's always sattvic. Eating, clean, less processed food since the stomach has issues. So what is less processed? Whole hearty foods that didn't go to so much processing in the plant. The more natural, the better. And chances are meat is not advisable, and oil, so it could be boiled. Doesn't mean that your life is gonna be boring. It just means that your life is a different side of the food, tasting basically. Because I'm a chef, I love boiling cauliflower, you know, those vegetables. It's just yummy. Not boiling, steam, sorry. And then you would have also to be careful with spices. This can trigger, of course, stomach issues, because we basically just have to eat the food as is with no processing. Less process, easier for us to digest. More flavor, good for the palate, but that's pleasure, that's Venus, but your tummy might suffer. So either we accept the issue where, okay, I will not be having spicy food, I would let go of that, and I'll just eat clean food so that I don't have indigestion. Mm-hmm. So that's the moon in the sixth house. Hopefully that helped anybody who has issues. Now, of course, it will bring you debts. I forgot to talk about that. Soft body, which means like slender, and sexually weak. It can probably, how do you call this? Have a hard time performing. Okay. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just saying. Okay. With the poverty, because this is debts and illness. We want the moon here. If you have this placement, never to own a credit card. Never believe in any kind of loan, banks, or any financing. You stay away from it. You will get into debt, and it will drag you down. It's already here in the chart, so don't open that, because you will still have some debts, but less doors open for debts. Much better for you. So no credit cards, no loans. You only spend what you have. Okay, that's something that you need to work on. Okay, so let's see. Oh, so we're already 4, 5, 6. Okay, that was fast. So now we're gonna go to our Q&A. All right. So Q&A. So if you have any questions related to the subject matter, violent reactions, unsolicited opinions, you can not put it in the chat room. Okay. So, oh, I didn't turn on the second cam again. Sorry, guys. I didn't know. I keep writing in my thing. I don't even know why I write. Okay, so we did the 4, we did the 5, we did the 6. I just look at the screen right now. Sorry. I told you I'm loopy. I'm loopy. Okay. Sorry. Oops. Okay. Any questions related to the moon? 4, 5, 6? To everybody in the room. So again, what I like about this class is everybody is a scholar. Nobody has a question. So you guys are all gurus and masters of astrology. I'm kidding. I'm the only one who teaches with a lot of shade. If the moon is with Venus or benefic, it's a little less tough. So relationship of Venus and Moon. Sorry, I'm just gonna get my teleprompter because I am loopy. So is Venus and Moon good relation? Okay, so Venus and Moon. Moon has no enemy, but Venus related to Moon. Enemy? Enemy. Okay. So Venus and Moon are not friends. Moon is a friend to everyone, no enemy. But remember from the first video, I talk about Moon has no issue. They got issues with Moon. Okay. Yeah, that's how Moon is. That's why easily the Moon can be abused if you have a weak Moon, because you're just gonna absorb it. Now, with Venus, maybe being able to see the issues that need to be faced. Like, you watch this closely. When Venus is transiting or Moon is transiting Moon, passing where Venus is, it brings a lot of issues. Moon suffers. I don't like it when Venus and Moon is causing each other. It's not good time. Like right now, Venus, I believe, is still in Scorpio or in Sagittarius already, in Sidereal. So if Moon passes, it brings issues. Not in relationship. Troubled mind. Okay. Okay. What else? Mortgage is not related to moon, but sixth house is loans, debts. So but actually loan is also related to, if I'm not mistaken, to the 11th house, if I'm not mistaken. So we're using a Jotis sidereal. You okay? Yeah. Well, Colby, you have all these videos in Astro 101. You can definitely learn all the videos that we make here, and we make it live. So if you catch me live, you can ask questions. Okay. No, you're not late. I did discuss some remedies in the part 2. If you guys are wondering about the remedies for the moon. Aqua moon, sixth house, does it impact dating? Um, no, but what do we mean by dating? Sorry guys. Okay, this is just the store because I told you guys are busy. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Like what I was saying. Okay, sixth house. Okay, so when we're talking about your question is about dating, how does it affect dating, right? What if it doesn't, it doesn't. To anyone who's trying to connect with another human being, then moon is affecting each other. So dating, relationship, business partnership, all this will be affected, such as your ascendant, your lagna, and your moon sign, because the moon is the mind. So if you're dating someone whose mentality is like, I just can't deal with it, they're so close-minded, then of course it's gonna affect the dating, isn't it? So moon affects everything. That's how strong it is. That's why watch the 1 2, this is the third one now, so you will understand why moon is so important. Moon is so important. We watch moon every day, meaning where it's transiting. It's called the tithi. So we're only discussing the day. Okay, Libra moon first house. Okay, what's the question there? Does a Leo moon attract needy people? Okay, so since the moon is about attraction, okay, because you absorb things from outside, right? So this is not, the moon does not bring us the relationship or attraction. That's Venus who brings in the partner, because this is the part of romance. Moon does not attract needy people, but the moon can be needy, but it doesn't mean you attract the needy. The moon needs something, right? We all need something. We all need attention or something. So where the moon is, okay, Venus is the quality of the partner. Okay, where the moon is, that's a place where you would need something, and that's where you're gonna get the support also. If partners have the same moon, is that good or bad? When we're doing couple matching, we have to look at it in more than one planet. We have there's this is the method where they say it's called dashakuta. So if you're just talking about the moon ascendant, it's not sufficient data. Okay, and the nakshatra has to be looked into also. So same moon, but we have to look at the nakshatra, which is zodiac is divided into 3 parts, right? So if one zodiac is divided into 3. So you may have same zodiac, but what nakshatra is the moon is? Where is it sitting? Because that can affect also the relationship. Astrology is very detailed, very, very to the point, to the T. They don't leave no stones unturned. No. Will we be discussing the 1 2 3 is already finished in the part 2. Okay, I'll put in the link in the description later. Now it is good if it's in the same or in different nakshatra. If it's same nakshatra, it is good. That is true, because I do have not a partner, but we have the same nakshatra for our moon, and everything is in sync. This is when you say like minds. think alike. Of course, if you like minds, then if you like crazy, you're all crazy. If you like fun, you're all fun. So it's the same nakshatra. I myself have experienced that. A lot of people who are close to me are same moon sign as me, same nakshatra as me. And then we all don't give an F. Because that's my moon sign. Nothing. I don't care. you know. So we all like it. We all have good, what's it called, that connection. So yes, it does, but it doesn't mean romance. It doesn't connect into romance. I don't think so. If that's what you're wondering. Thank you. Finally finished 47 orders. Thanksgiving. Okay, you're busy too, Kylie Jennifer. That's good. Good. Taurus ascendant moon is in Cancer. Okay, second house. Can a decent moon compensate for not a good sun placement? AKA sun is in the 7th. All right. So, of course, this is probably what you're referring. Good question with that one. That your sun is in the 7th and then you have a moon in the second house. Now, if we're just looking at the Digbala, directional strength, we don't want sun in the 7th because it's losing its power. So this is with regards to Digbala, the directional strength, where it is. Because we want Saturn and Rahu in the 7th, and then we want Sun in the 1st, and the 10th also, because it gives all the power, right? Now you're asking, it's interesting though, good question again, because I can't remember where is the directional strength of the moon. But with moon in the second house, this is very good for you, for Taurus ascendant, because you want people to support you, and moon in the second house gives you as people more caring and more how to say this, more, they are always conscious of what you need. You have people that will help you, which of course if sun is in the 7th and it's weakened there strength wise, plus of course it's sun in, basically your sun in Scorpio, because you have a Taurus ascendant, your sun in Scorpio, Taurus ascendant, moon in Cancer. But sun in Scorpio, they want also sun in Scorpio. This is one of the placement that for a Scorpio that is for the sun that is good also if sun is in Scorpio. But the houses wise related, it's not that ideal. Okay, but moon in the second house and it's a natural home, so you're gonna be fine. You probably enjoy, you will have money, you'll have savings, you have family that supports you, good food, you will have good taste in food, you have appetite for food, so I feel like that's gonna be okay. Oh, thank you very much, Brandy, for your supernova. That's so kindly generous of you. Thank you. You know what they say? We love a good tip. I'm just kidding. Last time you heard that, you got pregnant. So, kids never watch this channel. Okay. All right. So, yes, a very supportive family. Well, there's the mom. The mom will be supportive if moon is in the 2nd. Okay, Cancer moon, 8th house. We haven't gone to the 8th house, but we'll definitely get there. The moon doesn't like Mars, Scorpio specifically. Well, not really the moon. The moon again is very friendly. It's them who doesn't like the moon. Okay, so it's one way, with them. It is debilitation, of course, in in Scorpio. So let me see here. When is the best time to attract fame according to moon? First house moon and 10th house moon. If you want to be, but this is attraction. If you're attractive, then if you're attractive, but remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and Venus rules beauty. So I'm not sure about fame. What kind of fame are you trying? Famous for business, famous celebrity? Because there's a lot of different kinds of fame. Politicians are famous, but they're not beautiful. I'm just saying. Okay? They're not Venusian, but they're famous. Okay. Does it make sense? Okay, so 11th house. We haven't gone to the 11th house. We're only at the 6th. In the next part, we're going to do 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. Okay. What else? Are up and downs in emotion, is it related to having a moon in Pisces? Up and downs of emotion, because moon does, um, rule our emotions. But if you have, for example, moon in Pisces, yes. It's like a tidal wave of emotions. And then, of course, then you add your dasha, then we'll see what happens. Okay. But yes, it is related. Moon fifth house in Cancer. Moon, it's fifth in Cancer. Pusha Nakshatra, eighth house. What does it mean? What does it mean that you have eighth house and fifth house? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have a lot of people. We have two. Okay, Moon sixth house. So be careful on your digestion. Okay. How can you find where the moon is? You have to get your chart interpreted. Fanny, late ka na. Kung gabi na. Matulog ka na. Late ka na pala, Fanny. Soft belly. It's not a bad news. It's actually a good news because now you know. Right? Then Jyotish is a science of light. Once we know, once we see the light, then we already have an idea of what our karma is. It's always about the enlightenment part of getting your chart read or interpreted. Aqua sixth house, cause of overthinking. Overthinking, and you have moon in Aqua. Okay, so the part that moon is soft in the sixth house. Okay, and you're thinking about overthinking. Moon is in the sixth house, Aquarius, basically. Yes, you could be a worrier. Because remember that the natural sixth house is Virgo. And leave it to the Virgo to be critical, in a way perfectionist, an overthinker. Because it has to be perfect. Has to be pure and perfect and everything. So yes, it does. I know you said that you're a moon in Aquarius. And then Aqua is ruled by Saturn. And then, of course, there is discipline there also with, Aquarius, Capricorn and Aquarius, because that's what Saturn is. So you may be very fixated on certain things that if it doesn't happen your way, then might as well not do it anymore, So you may have the tendency. You may have a lot of focus also on, but we have to look also where Saturn is placed, right? Because the ruler of the house, if Saturn is in a good placement, then your sixth house can have a different outcome also. But we're only looking at the moon, like what you mentioned. But yes, that can be part of issues with thinking. Moon in Cancer, like what I mentioned, it will give 50%. If a planet sits in its own home, it will give its natural benefic parts of it. And but depends, of course, what is in the house. Moon is in Virgo. You're struggling for a job. Okay. Now, the one that rules our career is Saturn, our job. Because Saturn is the worker bee. So we have to look at Saturn. Heartburn, yes. I've seen that with a lot of sixth house people that I has consulted with me. Heartburn is a number one thing with moon in the sixth house. When is the best time to start a business? Okay, based on the moon. That would be a full moon, when the moon is in full strength. But what zodiac is it in? Very important also. So the shape of the moon matters, and also what the zodiac is. But if we're talking about timing of events, then there's a lot of factors that we have to consider. Nakshatras. If it's business, then Venus. Venus rules business, not just the moon. So what nakshatra is Venus in? Where it's placed? That's as far as like Venus. And then, of course, if it's what kind of business is it? because let's just say, oh, it's related to gemstones and Mars rules gemstones. So we have to look, where is Mars during that time? But if it's e-commerce, then we have to look at where Mercury is also, because Mercury rules commerce, banking, right? So different kinds of business has to be looked from different planets, right? Let's just say, but it's a manpower, Sal. It's construction. Then it's Mars. We have to look at Mars also. Where is Mars during that time? And then and so on and so forth. Okay. So that's how astrology works. Moon on in Scorpio. Does it mean I always attract Scorpio? No, it's not related to if you attract Scorpio. But you have to ask yourself, when you say your moon in Scorpio, you attract a Scorpio. Are they moon in Scorpio? Are they Rahu in Scorpio? Are they Ketu in Scorpio? Or you're talking about Sun in Scorpio? Yes, we don't do by zodiac. We're looking at the houses. So we're discussing right now 4, 5, 6. And also the exaltation and debilitation. Interesting though, everybody talk about their debilitation, but nobody talk about their exaltation. Nobody talk about their moon in Taurus, which is basically natural second house. Since okay, so Aries Moon. Now, with having, well, I'm not sure if it's in your first house though. Okay, because this can be in different. We're discussing by the houses. Yes, don't go by zodiac. By house. I only relate to different zodiac once I put the ascendant. So houses first. Not yet. We haven't gone to Aquarius. This is only the third part, 4, 5, 6, and then I do 7, 8, 9. That's gonna be house, 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, which is natural Libra, Libra, Sag, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. We only touch the subject of Taurus and Scorpio and the others because that's the exaltation. It is in the part 1, debilitation and exaltation. What does it bring to you? Okay, so this is gonna be the part of what do you call this? If you have gotten your chart, just in case you guys need to follow up, I just want to give again where to reach us. Contact support at Sal. We always reach out and check your spam. And if you don't hear right away, we appreciate your patience. Like what I mentioned, we are a very small business. We're not Amazon. Okay, I do look like the jungle, yes, okay, when I'm a mess, which I am right now, okay, but we're definitely not Amazon, so it does take time for us to reply, and if you are in a rush, we are not a fast food chain, thank you. So you can reach this, all right? I already restocked the Astronova. I create these videos, Astro 101, as a follow-up to everyone who has gotten their chart from us. Astrology is not a quick fix. It's just a start of your journey. So you can get it. So let me give you guys, before I do a roll call, how astrology, okay, has created a significant impact, garnering average score, overall impact in my life. So when you get the chart and when you know your chart, it's not just getting the chart interpreted, understanding it and learning your karma. That's when you can align yourself. I'm gonna explain. Okay, I'm gonna explain how important this is. And especially we haven't even gone to the dasha, which moon in Vimshottari dasha, we calculate your dasha, which is the timing of events in your life, based where what nakshatra the moon is and what planet rules that nakshatra. That's where your Vimshottari dasha starts, and that's where we do our prediction of events. So that's what I practice also. So prediction of events through Vimshatari. Okay. So how the moon can help you? I mean, how the moon. So with basically astrology. So let's just say, okay, this is me. Oh, this is me. Look at you. All right. All right, 120 pounds. Okay. Okay. Look slim before the pandemic. Okay, so this is me. How does, let me move it here. So this, you can apply this to you. Okay, also. But let's just say, because I'm just explaining my own experience. So this is me without astrology. Okay, so I like to do things my way. My way. So when I do things my way, chances are there is, when I was doing things my way, 30% chance of success with the things that I pursue. Now with astrology, I do it together with basically Jyotish. Okay, right? Then the chance of success where I want my life to go, it probably has increased, probably because I'm still stubborn. I still try to choose my way at times. Then probably 85%. This is my own experience with astrology. Not that you can't get 100%. So let's just say business. Okay, you got family. Because I feel like there is still that 15% on my end that I cannot know and I'm not supposed to know. So family, business, relationship, health, you know. I have now 85%. Now, with the 30% and I was just doing it my way, it's me not knowing what the stars has aligned for me. Without the stars telling me what my karma is, what I need to heal, what I need to work on as a human being, and what my soul is, and who it is from within. Because there's really no introduction in a class or in a school where you get to know your soul. So that's how it helped me. I learned who my soul is and not just me as a human being, that soul person inside, that karma. So that's how it has helped transform my life. So, meaning when I say success, this is not like, oh, success, famous, like this, like that. Meaning the effort that I put in, I probably get 30% result. Now, the 30% result, that's still significant. I feel like that's still good. I had all these things in my life. I had 2 businesses prior this, bakery and all those, and that's still successful. But there is no understanding of why I'm doing it and for what purpose I'm doing it. I was doing it because this is what I know who I am. But then I shed layers. All right. And then after that, when I saw all my karma, my life has become more significant, not just for me, but for others. So I still like to have a bakery, but it doesn't, it's not what I'm meant to be here for. That time was. If I look at my dasha, I'm sure when I had the 2 bakery, it was the timing for me to have a bakery. But we all go to different dasha, the timing of events. Okay. So now, since I know the dasha, I'm not gonna discuss Vimshatari, but let's just say like this. You have moon when you were born. Okay. You were born with a moon in Sagittarius. Okay. And I forgot what's the Venus ruled nakshatra in Sagittarius. Let's just go Kritika, okay? Because I can't remember. Moon in Sagittarius, Venus ruled nakshatra. I can't. Purva Ashada. There you go. So in the Purva Ashada, okay. Okay. I hope I spelled this wrong. Just correct me. Okay. Purva Ashada. I'm very loopy. And this is ruled by Venus. And this is ruled by Venus. And Venus dashas is at around 18 years. No, she's the longest, 20 years. 20 years. So if you have moon in Sagittarius, in Purva Ashada Nakshatra, when you were born, you started, depending, of course, also with the Antardasha, it's a 20 years, okay, Dasha. So if you are in a Venus Dasha, then everything Venusian is what you will attract, what you will have. And then there is the Bhukti, the Sabdasha, the Antardasha. Venus will go to, will have different Antardasha. Then that would be where the result is. This is the main planet, and then you will see results. You will have Venus Rahu Antardasha. You will have Venus Jupiter Rahu Antardasha. So those combinations will show what your life is. So let's just say at this age right now you're in, I don't think you're a toddler. Then if you're running a Venus Dasha, then relationship, marriage, business partnership can be a thing for you. So now that you know your Dasha, then you know what to do. If you're in the relationship Dasha or business Dasha, depending where Venus is placed in, I'm just looking at Venus itself, then that's where the stars aligned for you. The opportunities are there. So on my end, I practice that, and then 85%, I go to my Dasha, and then I go to my Antardasha. Okay, so it's gonna be, Venus Dasha, and then Rahu Antardasha. Then I need to be careful, be watchful of who Rahu is. Rahu can be a thief. Rahu can be a scam. Rahu, though, is material. So it can also be a person gaining so much wealth. So then we see already that, okay, so this is the time for me to gain wealth. But let's just say you have Venus in the 7th house, Venus in the 7th house, and you have Venus 7th house, and a Venus Antardasha, then definitely you will have a marriage, time for marriage. And then the transit will align. And then now you're going to have kids and, marriage first. Adolescent moon is, what does it mean? Maybe ascendant is what you're meaning? Sorry, Jyotish is very easy. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. It's not complicated. The more you know, the more you will be more equipped. You have Jupiter Dasha as of January 2021. Rahu, yes, because Rahu is 18 years. And then after Rahu Dasha, you will start your Jupiter Mahadasha. So this is when we look at the chart for timing of events. Okay? So, we have stayed today for a good hour. Love it. Okay, I always say before I start, this is going to be 5-minute class. Always 60 minutes. So, for everyone who needs their chart interpreted, you have it there in the description box below. I make videos, Astro 101, to help people together while they have their chart with me, and you have questions, I can answer it for you. Now, this is going to be a series of moon first, and then we'll go to different series. Okay? So I wish you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. And if you're celebrating the holidays, I wish you guys a wonderful holiday week. And visit us at eatreadlove.me, and also our Eat Read Love store, flagship store in Los Angeles. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. We'll be discussing the 7th, 8th, 9th house. All right? I'll see you guys. Bye.